Until I met Jay, the only one who looked past, did a solo pod and lit a fire up under his ass. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back.
Thank you, mate. Good to be back.
Yeah, hope everyone's doing well. We thought, what better way to kick off another duo pod with a special episode dedicated to all the mothers out there for Mother's Day. We wanted to say that even though Jay and I can't celebrate it with our own mums, like we recognise how important this day is for everybody else who gets celebrated with theirs. Yeah, let's go and highlight what an absolutely wonderful day it is. So, first of all, welcome back, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, man. I was just thinking then, this will be the first joint pod we've done since the Christmas special, which is nearly 4 months ago.
Is that right? Did we not do one after that with Ollie?
No, I mean just me and you.
Oh, solo one.
Yeah.
No guest. Yeah, the Christmas special.
But yeah, everything's good. Like you said, took a little bit of a break, didn't we? Kind of figuring out what we wanted to do and all that kind of shit. And yeah, like I've said many a times, it's just hard, isn't it? Like, my main thing is giving it the time it deserves, in the sense of I'd love to, like you said, love to do it full time and absolutely
I know.
smash the shit out of it, but it's just not a reality. So, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, good to be back. Something that we both love doing in it, and like you said, the Mother's Day thing is, I think, something that you wanted to do. We wanted to do last year. We didn't get around to figuring out, did we?
I think when we did the episode list, when it was just going to be us and we weren't doing guests, this one was always at the top of it, because I don't know, it's been a difficult day for fucking as long as I can remember, and there'll be other lads out there, other girls, other women who will be in a similar boat to us, where they can't celebrate it with their mums and stuff like that. So it can be a sort of double-edged sword for some people. Yeah. And instead of just seeing all the people out there showering their mum with gifts and things like that, some people could look at that with envy, like I used to do, certainly.
Definitely, yeah.
But nowadays it's you know what, while they're here and you can do that with them, you absolutely should shower them with everything. But it's also it's more than just a day in it, celebrate mums. Mums should be celebrated fucking year round, 365, 24/7 and all that stuff. But on this day especially, they should get the extra, breakfast in bed and all that shit.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
But yeah, so what are your plans for Mother's Day?
Well, my plans are, we're doing it a little bit early, so we're going to do it today, because Beth's working tomorrow, unfortunately. She can't get out of it. So yeah, so Mother's Day for me is going to be spent a day early. So we're going to go into the town centre, Manchester town centre, round the shops. Can't fucking beat a day round the shops, can you? Every woman likes a day walk around shops.
Yeah, that magnets, aren't they?
So yeah, we're gonna go into town. We're gonna go with Billy as well, and then yeah, we're just gonna. I'm making this sound proper fucking shit, but no, it'd be good. We have got plans. We're gonna go in a few different shops, and then we're gonna go and do Mother's Day presents and get a few nice little bits. There's a new shop that's just opened in town, a cakey shop called Bakes, or Get Baked, it's called. And apparently, they do really nice cookies and everything. So yeah, we're gonna get some of them for Beth, and then yeah, just go to this really sick noodle place for food, and it's
always got a noodle joint. Seriously,
we love it, man. But it's basically, you get a bowl, and it's kind of like Subway but for noodles. You go up yourself, so you get a bowl and you get your utensils, and you just chuck a load of shit in your bowl, take up to the till and be like, make me this, please.
Make me that.
They make it for you. So we've been once before with both of the kids, and it was good, but it was a bit chaotic as well, because when the kids was super overwhelmed because of the nature of the place. You make your own noodles, and they were just
were they just going nuts with toppings and stuff?
A bit, and then they didn't really. I'd say they didn't really eat a lot of it, and it was quite expensive as well. I think it come up to 70 quid, 60, 70 quid for us all. So Beth wants to go today anyway for Mother's Day. So yeah, she was like, "Where do you want to go for Mother's Day? Where do you want to go for food?" And I was like, "Mother's Day, innit?" It was you pick.
Yeah,
I'm not asked. So yeah, we're gonna go there for a scran and that. And then, yeah, tomorrow on actual Mother's Day will just be a chilled one for me. I've got Anything planned? What about yourself, mate?
Pack a bag and send her off to work.
Yeah, have a good day. And then I'm just gonna kick it with Billy and probably go park and shit like that.
Nice.
Sunday.
Yeah, that sounds good. What I'm doing is obviously wish the mother of my kids a happy Mother's Day and stuff. Get her a couple of cakes and stuff like that. And then I'll probably go down to like the creme and stuff with my dad to go and like put some new flowers on and stuff. Give her a bit of a life update because I don't know. I always do that when I go there anyway, even though you can't actually like speak to the person. That's the place where you probably feel closest to them, innit?
Yeah.
And then tell her I love her, tell her I miss her, give her my hand a kiss, put it on her name, and then I'll probably go meet my dad for a beer.
So you're going on your own, or are you going to meet your dad?
I'm gonna go with my dad, but he usually like totters off and gives me like 5 minutes.
That's nice.
Of like alone time, so I can be like the most vulnerable fucking person can be. And it's hard to do in front of someone, especially you share that fucking experience with. Like, we'll each have our little turns, cuddle, and then we'll go for a beer. But yeah, I wanted to ask you, mate, how this day has sort of like changed over the years for you, because it's only up until recently where it has took a massive fucking Uno reverse, and you would normally do X, Y, and Z with your mum, but now like you can't. Like, how's that been? How's it changed for you?
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one for me, really, because, like you said, prior to everything that kind of happened with my mum and dad, which, you know, anyone that listens to this, there's any day one listeners, I'm sure they'll know, but, you know, I'm not going to jump back into it again and fucking go super deep. Obviously, not spoke to me mum and dad now in about, I'd say it's getting on to 3 years.
Yeah,
I think
2 sounds too short ago.
No, because I remember the incident happened when I just started my new job, when I left Contaris the first time round. And then I was in my last job for nearly 2 years, and I've been at Contaris for nearly a year now. So 3 years it'll be in the summer. So it's about just over 2.5 years, which is crazy. A long time not to like speak to both your parents. But yeah, so Mother's Day for me used to be like, it's weird because like we'd all like congregate, is that the right word? Like me and my siblings.
Yeah.
Kind of meet up. And then we'd all like go down to my parents' like house on the Mothering Sunday, whatever, and you know, like bring her the usual gifts or flowers and stuff like that. But yeah, it was never anything really, I'd say, special in the terms of like how I'd like to have done it, because now looking back on that life, I live a different life to how I lived then, and all my like siblings and everything do too. But back then it was very just like same, you know, like it was the same every time, and you'll know that yourself. Like, we'd go back to my parents' house and it would be very much football, beer, you know, Sunday roast, and it was just that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I grew up with that as my fucking life. Not Sunday roast every day, but football and beer.
There weren't anything actually special about it.
Yeah, so normal. Like, whereas for me, like what Beth does with like her mum, or what I do with Beth and stuff like that, we'll celebrate and we'll go out for like nice food, and you know, like we've got so many nice memories of going out for food with like Beth and her mum and her nana and granddad. You know, like going to like a nice Italian or going to like an Indian and stuff like that. And they're where you make the nice memories, where you're all sat around the table and, you know. Whereas if you're just in your own house, it's a bit hard to like, you know, switch that change of scenery, like
bit safe,
get dressed up, and do you know what I mean? It's nice. So I'd say, looking back, I wish I did more of that with my mum, because we never did anything like that. It was very much just we all go back round, they're just necking beer and United's on, and my dad would cook tea instead.
Yeah,
with my mum.
Every Saturday that pretty much happened.
So yeah, it was a bit. I'd say I don't really feel bad saying it, but it comes across quite bad. But I don't really miss it, to be honest. I prefer a lot more just celebrating the mother of my children. You know what I mean? Celebrating her, you know, because she is an unreal mum. And the thing that I love most about Beth as a mum is she's the absolute opposite of what my mum stood for, in terms of like, Beth would never take no shit for them kids. Like, she's the type of mum that would run through a brick wall for them kids. Like, literally, they'll actually do anything for them. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, it's quite easy every now and then to get a bit FOMO and jealousy. Do you know, like, when, I know this sounds super fucking childish, but like, how much she loves them and how much she fucking, do you know what I mean, panders over him and like craves them. Sometimes just sat there and you'd be like, fucking wish you fucking felt like me about that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true.
Other than that, that's the only like shit thing I can say about it. But overall, I much prefer it because it's so much more positive. Like my mum would never do that. Like my mum was very much like very on topic as well. The Adolescence on Netflix. I don't think you've seen it yet, but and this isn't like a spoiler, but Stephen Graham in it is a very masculine man, and you know he's very like, and you can see how he carries himself. He's not aggressive or anything, but you can see he's got that switching in, that masculine like. Do you know what I mean? And you can see that the mum and the daughter are a bit like, you know, like they'll go in on themselves when he's kind of having a bit of a
wobble.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And that's what my mum was like. Whereas if that's kind of me, not all the time, but if I'm struggling or in a bit of a wobble, Beth won't feel the type of way to say something to me. And vice versa, if she is, I won't feel the type of way to say something to her.
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very even, and that's how I like it. Yeah, just going back to like my mum's situation. She was like the opposite, wouldn't ever speak up, to the point where years and years and years of like fucking mental and physical abuse from my dad, she's just gone into a fucking shadow of herself. I just feel like she lost her personality and all shit like that, and you can't have a conversation with her. Sat there talking to her, and she's like, she don't know how to have normal interactions. A bit like fucking Cooler Polly from Big Bang Theory, like
yeah,
he comes out of himself when he's had a beer, and that was a little bit like my mum.
Yeah,
without the alcohol in her system, she's like talking to this fucking water bottle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Everything was horrible. Scared.
But that's because she's been suppressed and fucking pushed down for fucking years and years.
Yeah, you don't matter.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's really shit, to be honest. Yeah, so on the flip side, that's very much what I love so much about Beth, is that she is such a good mum and she'll do anything for them kids. And that's all I want from my children's mother, is for them to do that, because I felt like I never had that when I was growing up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a deep one, man. Yeah, I'd probably suppress it, to be fair, the whole Mother's Day thing. I don't think about it. Not like in a bad way, in terms of like going, no, I'm shutting it off. It's just like, it's more like I don't give a fuck, because I'm very, very happy in what I've got with Beth, and you know, and even my mother-in-law, is that the right terminology for Beth's mum?
Yeah.
Like even her as like a kind of like mother-in-law, she's amazing in the terms of like, you know, she does everything like for the kids, and she's very much the same. Like she loves them more than anything. She loves Beth more than anything. And I know very much that if I ask her for something myself, she'll do it.
Yeah.
And I know that I can always go to her if I need to ask her something, she'll be honest with me. And I never had that from my own mum. Do you know what I mean? And the fact I've got that with my partner's mum, that bond, do you know what I mean? It's really, really nice.
Plugs the gaps nicely. Like
she's a proper woman, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, can't explain it, but do you know, like a proper fucking woman warrior, don't take shit kind of.
Yeah.
That's what I love more than anything. And I never had that with my mum, which is really sad. Yeah, I suppose, I don't know whether that answers the question, but yeah.
No, I think it does, and it's a nice description that you've got, that they run through walls for like the family, the family around them, and you're included in that as well.
But yeah, that's if someone said to me like, describe best like quality as a mum, or even as that's what I'd always say, like how much she loves the children, like because I know my mum loved all us. But there's loving someone, and then there's loving someone. You know what I mean? Like you can love someone, but then I know Beth like worship, and she will do anything. Do you know what I mean? And I love that about her. Like she won't take shit or anything. Do you know what I mean? It's mega. So yeah, I can't remember what the question was. What was the question? How's Mother's Day changed in the last few years? So yeah, probably just that really. But for me, it's probably changed for the better. I know obviously it's shit that Beth's working on Mother's Day.
I know.
Hopefully that'll be the last time she has to, because you know, the whole job progression shit's going really well. So hopefully she'll have to do that again. So yeah. Other than that, I'd love it. You know, I would have loved today to have. Tomorrow to have been with Beth and you know her mum and Beth's nana and you know granddad or something, and gone for a fucking nice carvery or something like. Do you know what I mean? And I'd like a fucking pint or something. That would have been a mega Sunday for me.
Yeah, I suppose all you're doing is moving it up a day because it fits around your schedule, and there's no harm in doing that.
No, of course. I absolutely, yeah. That family time for me is just insane. You know what I mean? I love that kind of shit. Even though obviously the kids play up and shit like that, but you just got to learn to overcome it, haven't you? And just live in the moment.
Yeah.
Which, something that I do a lot better these days. Yeah, it's probably changed just in that sense, really.
Yeah.
In the fact that I now don't share it between my mum and my partner. It's just 100% on my partner.
Yeah.
Which I have no qualms with, to be honest.
Yeah, and as well, like if you're happy channeling all your like energy into Beth.
Yeah.
And make sure that she knows how much she means and how happy it is for you to have her as the mum of your kids. Like she probably feels like that 99% of the time anyway. But just on this particular day, you can proper show her.
Yeah, 100%. Like, but Beth knows how much I tell her she's a good mum every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, an amazing mum, sorry. I tell her she's amazing at what she does for a job. And, she's an amazing friend and, amazing partner and everything. But, yeah, just like that day for me, just about them two women, really. Beth and Beth's mum. The main, like, people in my kids' lives and stuff like that. And, I love them both so much. And then, obviously, special shout out to my sister, who's an unreal mum as well.
She'll love that, won't she?
And then obviously Leah as well, which is my brother's fiance, soon to be wife. They've just had a new baby boy as well. She's an unreal mum. She's another one of them mums as well. Both of them, Callie and Leah, like they'll do anything for their fucking kids, and they love them more than anything. Yeah, just like strong mums. And then obviously Nicole's missus as well. Like, she's an unreal mum. What she's doing at the minute, like what she's been through and stuff. Yeah, just fucking mega mums everywhere, mate.
Mega mums everywhere. Shout out mums everywhere.
Yeah, like I love mums. Like, yeah, I suppose that for me is my day. It's changed in that sense. And yeah, it is sad in reflection sometimes that I don't have a mum. And obviously neither of us have a mum, but in different circumstances like yours.
Different senses of the word.
Very sadly got taken, away from you, whereas mine was different. Kind of like was taken away from me because of a fucking abusive prick, do you know what I mean? But it's what it is. I go in my head sometimes. I'm like, I think about it a lot of times, but then other times I don't think about it for ages.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I think that can happen. I think that must be some sort of like trauma response.
No, it is, and then sometimes I'll dream about it.
Yeah,
like 3 nights in a row, and I'll tell Beth, and Beth will be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like fine."
Must be like your subconscious trying to tell you to like look at it further, try and like overcome it or whatever. But I know what you mean, because I'll have weeks and months where I won't think about it or anything like that, and then something will happen, something awesome that like will not trigger it. I'm not getting triggered by it, but something that I'll see will like, and then you have like a little minute of like, oh right, oh yeah. But no, your fucking brain's mad, isn't it, when you've to try and articulate the stuff that you've actually like experienced and stuff. Like it does its own little dance on it to make you try and figure it out.
Yeah, definitely. But so let's Uno reverse the question. How's Mother's Day changed for you? And I imagine it's probably shitter in that sense, like I've just said then, like, don't have my mum, but I can channel all that into my partner.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't even have that anymore.
No, I know. Fuck. Well, to be fair, I think because I was so young when my mum did pass away, I didn't actually get that chance when you're like an adult lad, or you sort of gone past the stage where you need taking care of and stuff, and you can take your mum out for something to eat.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, I missed out on doing that. But I can appreciate how sort of like, how nice that must have like a bit to do, because it's like a thank you for all the late nights that I had you up, the early mornings, the tantrums, it's like when you're reaching an adult as a lad or a girl, and you can take your mum out and spoil them. It's a thank you for all the sort of like stuff that you never said thank you for when you were a kid. It was always just you had it, and you expected your mum and dad to fucking move mountains for you and stuff, and you never say thank you as a kid. Do you know, for like how much that would have taken a toll on them?
Yeah.
As a person, as a unit, as a relationship, as a partnership or whatever. Like as a kid, you don't know that, and then when you get a bit older, you can take a bit of a backseat, maybe have a kid of your own, and you're like, fuck, like, it must have been so difficult, and I never said thank you. Also, because you're a kid, you don't know what you're saying thank you for.
Yeah.
But I think today is the days where, again, Uno reverses in your own head as to just how hard your mum must have worked when you were infant, toddler, teenager,
yeah,
and stuff like that. So I think it's changed a lot over the years, because I used to dread it. I used to sort of like, when I'm talking maybe like 13 to like 16, I used to hate it, because I had Facebook then and stuff, and people would be like, oh, fucking, out with Sharon, fucking treating her for being such a good mum and stuff. And I'd look at it and I'd be like, it'd upset me. It'd upset me, and I'd be jealous, and like, jealous is like an ugly emotion, in it, like it is. I think that's only a natural reaction. Like, I couldn't control that. And then my dad always made sure that we did something to like celebrate it, which is nice. But I think at that time in my life, it felt more like, I was like, why am I celebrating this?
Yeah.
Why? Like,
that's understanding.
Yeah, exactly. It's immature thinking about, why am I celebrating this and stuff, and why does everyone else get to celebrate it and I can't? And it was very much like the why me, like, attitude that I spoke about on Rebirth. Everyone else is celebrating it except me. I'm the fucking oddball and stuff. But I think as I got older, and then I got back into a relationship myself and had children, did similar to what you did, and just sort of channeled what I didn't get to do with my own mum for the mother of my kids and stuff, which I loved. Like I don't think there's much nicer feelings as like a husband and stuff, when you can show your partner how much you do actually appreciate them.
100%.
Sometimes you can neglect to do that just in everyday life, because other shit that goes on. But it's nice to be able to do that. But now obviously we're not together and all that stuff, so I can't even, I don't know, I can't like, I can't show her how much I appreciate her being the mum of my kids. And like, when we was together, I like you did, or do, tell her that she's a good mum every fucking day of the week. Every day of the week. And then sometimes you get FOMO again of being like, well, you tell me I'm an alright dad, please. Just one time. I seen a video today of, actually, you know, Shawn Michaels, HBK?
Yeah.
It comes out to his music saying, I think I'm cool. You know I'm set. And the caption was, when your wife gives you that one compliment. And it just absolutely uplifts us as blokes. Like,
no, it absolutely does, mate.
It does. So people out there, mums out there, if you've got a fucking husband and you give him one compliment, tell him he looks handsome today, it'll fucking make his week. Yeah, rabbit hole FC, mate. But nowadays, I look forward to Mother's Day. Like, I do look forward to it. It is a day for celebration. It's like a don't cry because it's gone, smile because it happened type thing. And like, me and my dad will get together and we'll like cheers like to my mum and stuff like that, and we'll have different conversations than we have on like this conversation that we have last Sunday to what it'll be this one.
Do you speak about your mum a lot?
No.
On them Sundays?
On Mother's Day and like a birthday. Yeah, and it's nice because I always end up learning something new. Or I always end up learning something about my dad felt or something like that, because he can't talk about his feelings.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to be able to do that and have that, like, because it is a fucking trauma bond, man. Do you know what I mean? Like as much as it's been difficult growing up without and stuff like that. Like my dad was my dad was my network. My dad was my support. I can't be more thankful for him, and how fucking hard it must have been to like take care of two kids the fucking day after you lose your wife.
Oh, man.
Do you know what I mean? Like I can't even comprehend how fucking hard that must have been for that man. Do you know what I mean? And stuff. He's trying to look after himself and two kids and stuff like that, and it's just ridiculous. So Mother's Day is just about as much celebrating my mum as it is celebrating him.
Yeah.
Because of his, I don't know, just fucking sheer bottle. Yeah. Yeah, obviously someone like in that situation is going to make mistakes and stuff like that and not know what's happening. Because my dad was 32, mate. That's how old I am. on Monday.
That's mad, that.
My dad was 32, and to sort of like put myself in that shoes now, if that happened, and I've got to take care of my two kids, mate, it'd be just life bending, wouldn't it? You wouldn't know your arse from your elbow every day.
Like me, like with the kids now, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I lost Beth, like.
Yeah, exactly.
What could you do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just have to wing and try and do your best
and answering questions and trying to. The thing is though, like, that I would say probably has changed though. Like, back in the day, obviously your dad probably, we've probably going through shit. Back in the day, probably lashed out and do you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
that was fine.
Yeah.
Whereas in today's world, it'd be so much more different. It'd be like, I need to bottle all this up and make sure my kids are okay. Do you know what I mean? And then they go to bed and you cry to yourself.
Yeah, every night you'd cry yourself to sleep. But yeah, so at the minute, it's not a day that I dread anymore. It's a day I look forward to. It's a day where I'll see people in restaurants and that, and they're being like, happy birthday, mum, and I'm like, you know what, like, fair play. Like, while she's on this earth, you show her as much love that you can until obviously that day where she isn't. You don't want to get to fucking D-Day and you're like, oh, I wish I'd seen my mum more, or I wish I'd shown her how much she was appreciated. I wish I'd shown her how much she actually fucking meant to me. I don't let it get to that day. Like, make sure, like, while you've got them, like, you don't take them for granted, because the amount of like questions where you're like, well, what would you do to like have like one more minute with that person? And it's like, I'd fucking shift the fucking North and South Pole just to do it.
Yeah.
So whereas if you can go and see her and she's like fucking 30-minute drive away, go see your mum.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not hard, because people tend to just sort of like not neglect them, but it's like you take their existence for granted.
And also as well, like, everyone has different relationships with the band.
Yeah, absolutely they do.
Me and Beth was having a conversation the other day, and I'm not going to obviously go into the detail too much. Someone's like mum had passed away, and there was like, sad and all stuff like that. And Beth said to me, she was like, I don't know what to do with my mum dying. I was like, yeah, but that's because you and your mum are like that, though. Everyone's different. Like, do you know what I mean? Everyone's grieving process is different. So yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how I'd feel if I got a phone call today, said something had happened to my mum. I don't know how I'd feel. I'd probably be like in denial, and then I'd probably be angry, and then I don't know how I'd feel. I can't even.
No, you can't.
You
can't predict it, can you? Because I think that's what I was saying about that simulating fucking bad shit that might happen.
Yeah.
Like, you never know until you get that phone call or whatever how your body's going to respond. Because you could get angry and then just stay angry. Like, you really could, and just fucking start hating the world and things like that. But yeah, right, let me just consult the notes, because I wrote a fuck ton, but getting onto that fucking special half-hour part now. All right, yeah, I wanted to read out a little quote from Denzel that everyone would see, but it's fucking unreal. It says that a mother is a son's first love, and a son is a mother's last.
Yeah, seen the video.
Mate, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, they are our first loves. Do you know what I mean? As a kid, you don't know what love is or anything like that, but that safe place that you feel as a kid, where you get like the reassurance that everything's going to be okay, that like, I've got you, like, cry, like, be vulnerable. They're that cloud of safety that you go to when you're a kid. And I think throughout my life, never had that, where I feel totally safe. Not in terms of anything bad's going to happen.
Yeah.
Where you just feel like you feel secure and safe, and you can be yourself and things like that. Like, I was thinking about this while I was doing the notes there, and it's like, shit. Like, when it was probably when I don't know, when I was staying at my grandma's a lot when I was a kid and being like 8 and 9 and stuff like that. But like, my ex used to say to me all the time that, like, you always feel like people are out to get you. And then it dawned on me, it's because I've never felt fucking safe. I've never had that halo of a person to just take you in and be like, everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You're safe. Like, as much as my dad was that person for me, there's nothing like getting it from your mum.
No.
There's nothing like it. Nothing will. It's almost like other entity bending stuff when it comes from your mother. That safety, that I can't put it into words, but it's almost like the presence of her just sort of like makes everything okay.
Yeah.
When you're especially maybe a little lad to their mum, because like that bond, like apparently like there's nothing stronger than the bond between a mum and son, and they both just fucking light each other up and stuff like that.
It's even like with kids, like they always say, don't they? And we've probably seen this a lot ourselves within our children, but like always go to the dads when they want fucking flinging around and like they don't they hurt themselves, they won't bummy straight away. Yeah. You know what I mean? Most of the time, anyway.
Yeah, and that's because they're gonna feel safe when they have to divert themselves and things. Yeah. Like it's like it must be hardwired.
It's even like when I'm with the kids and I am playing with them, like Beth's always in safety mode and Beth's like, oh, careful, don't too high. Do you know what I mean? And the kids probably kind of pick up on that too. Do you know? Yeah. Fucking realising it, and then when they do it themselves, they're like, "Mummy."
Yeah, you're like, I just flung him. Like I can't do that. You're upset. Go that way.
No, but I do think there's been a massive change though over the years in terms of like how attentive like dads are as well.
Yeah, that dynamic of the mum and dad is shit because dads nowadays, especially like our generation, are far more nurturing.
Yeah,
and I can't think of a better word than involved.
Oh, 100%.
You know, and like hands on and get their hands dirty and all that shit.
The whole man up things like fading away now. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's faded away and stuff. And I see loads of videos now about us as a generation and stuff. We didn't have the support. We don't have the support network that our parents had.
Yeah.
Like think back how often you stayed at your different grandparents' houses, and they went and did pub quizzes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas like us, our grandparents are just
just chilling.
See you later. You got no sport network. You can't do like your kids can't be like, can I go and stay at grandma's this weekend? Because they kind of make you feel like it's a bit of a burden. Whereas they used to fucking drop us off and just be like, right, deuces, and then they're off. I stayed there for like weeks at a time.
It's mad.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we're getting to that sweet spot now, aren't we? So I wanted to give a final message to all the mums out there. You're all amazing. Your children are so lucky to have you. And the greatest gift you can give your child is your presence, not presents.
Is that a fucking Longdon special, that?
That is a Longdon special, because I was writing a nice little sign-off to fucking all the mums out there. And I was like, what is the best gift you can give your kid? And I was thinking about tangible things, like things you can hold, things you can touch. And then I was like...
Yeah, they always say time, innit? Time's the best
time. And I probably pronounced that exactly the same, but it's presence, not presents. So just being there, be involved is the best thing that you can give them, because that's the shit that they're going to remember. They're not going to remember something you fucking bought them when they were free. That was mint.
It's the time and the memories, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? And I seen something a while ago and it said something like, if you think about how many times you say to your kid, just 1 minute. And they said, if you can flip that and not say just 1 minute and just go, okay, obviously it's not feasible to do it all the time. And then I thought about it. I can't remember the context of the actual thing, but I thought about it once I was washing the pots. And like Billy came over to me and started fucking like ragging on me. I was like, come in here, Daddy. And I was like, just 1 minute. And I was like, oh shit, like you actually do say it a lot more than you think.
Yeah.
So then, I tried doing it with them both. And instead of saying like, yeah, just 1 minute, I'm just doing this. I'll just stop what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And go and do it. But then at the same time, you don't want to send them the wrong message in this fact that they can just fucking come and grab you and pull you away from anything you're doing. But 100% time. Do you know what I mean? And that's like, I love doing that, like on a Sunday morning or whatever, like get up straight to the park. And like my weekends, I just revolve around my kids. Do you know what I mean? I was saying it to you before, like, Beth's been really busy the last few evenings. So, I've been in full dad mode for like 3 days, three evenings or whatever. Which I love, but at the same time, it's fucking draining. And by the time both of the kids have gone to bed and I'm done with them, like for the evenings, it's like fucking 9:30. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I don't want to go to bed super late. You know what I mean? I don't want to be waking up fucking knackered and shit the next day. So it's just like, it's hard, man, getting that time to yourself. Do you know what I mean? And that's one thing that I'm enjoying at the moment about us going to the gym together.
Yeah.
that even though it's not like time to myself and all that bollocks, it's like it's nice having that time.
And you're not thinking about anything else other than
thinking about being in the gym
other than lift this thing up there.
Do you know what I mean? So that's really nice because that what is it? Is it your endorphins? Is that the right word?
Endorphins, yeah.
It obviously like promotes that, doesn't it, and stimulates it and stuff, which is really good. So yeah, like since been doing that, it's been mega. Like just feel a lot more like better, refreshed, cleaner in the week, eating better. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah, it's like a domino effect, isn't it?
Yeah, it just makes you feel so much better. I know it's such a cliche, but you know, if there's anyone out there who is struggling, feeling a bit low, try and get yourself like, even if like you can't get to a gym or if you feel like self-conscious, because I know we've had a couple of guests in the past where they said that they felt self-conscious about going to a gym for the first time. Like even if you are like maybe like there's so much shit on YouTube and like we've been watching loads of stuff.
Yeah, you could do it at home and stuff.
Is it even like the Joe Wick stuff, like the little hit workouts, and you know, like even if you want to do a low interval workout, just get yourself into it. Yeah, and then obviously like, you know, and then once you built all your confidence, get in a gym. Like it's made me feel so much better, like mentally and everything. It just makes you feel clearer in your head. Can't explain it.
It does.
And if the gym, like even getting out for walks or a run, anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It's all fucking, especially now the weather's getting better and it's getting brighter.
Yeah, get out in nature, get your circadian rhythm all fucking set and stuff.
100. Yeah, mate. Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Have a fantastic day. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. Don't have too much wine.
No, I've a lot of wine.
Yeah, actually, fuck it. Enjoy yourselves. You deserve it all, yeah.
Well, it's good to be back anyway. And yeah, we'll see you again soon.
See you again. Peace.